I, Mark Sharpe,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, protect, and defend
that I will support, protect, and defend
the Constitution and government
the Constitution and government
of the state of Florida
of the state of Florida
and the Hillsborough County Charter,
and the Hillsborough County Charter,
that I am duly qualified
that I am duly qualified
to hold office under the Constitution of the state,
to hold office under the Constitution of the state,
and that I will well and faithfully perform
and that I will well and faithfully perform
the duties of County Commissioner,
the duties of County Commissioner,
on which I am now about to enter.
on which I'm now about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Good morning and welcome. We're live at Buddy Brew Coffee, great coffee. I don't have my bag of coffee. I need a bag of coffee. We're at Buddy Brew. Mary Hoppy's gonna get it. We do. Heather got the cup of coffee. But we're sitting here, we're talking tech.
Funny enough, it's kind of apt that we're doing this at Buddy Brew. I had never had coffee in my life, first 26 years, until Mark said, "Hey, meet me at Buddy Brew." He's a very open person. He always wants to help, right? And sometimes that means he gets involved in hundreds of issues at one time, or if you're a friend, 100 of the things you're going on in your life. But he's always reading, always wanting to know what's going on, and that extends to personal relationships, right? He always wants to know what's going on with you. How can he help? How can he be a better friend? And I think that's why he's been such a good commissioner.
Mark was the one commissioner that seemed to enjoy being kicked in the shins and seemed to enjoy learning what was going on here in local tech, in our local workforce. And so we just kind of had a natural affinity for starting a conversation and learning from each other what was possible here in Tampa Bay. He's really taken the learning aspect of it to heart. And not just understanding what traditional economic development or traditional government's role is, but looking at the community as a whole, looking at the talent we have here, looking at the companies that we have here, looking at the companies that we used to have here, and saying, how can we mix this all together to create a more sustainable economic environment?
I was living remotely in Virginia along with my partner, Seo, and we weren't completely 100% sure we wanted to move to Tampa. The elevator doors started closing as we were leaving, and I saw somebody in the corner of my eye, shot my hand out, held the elevator door open, and Mark Sharpe stepped in, and we knew who he was, so we were like, okay, we gotta start our elevator pitch. This is a real elevator pitch. We only have one floor, and Mark told us, that we had an amazing product, that he loved our fitness app, that Fitter was going to make it. And it was so encouraging to hear that. Like, we didn't hear that very often. And so we just lit up. And we got down to the first floor, and he talked with us for a little bit. He promised that he'd come to our grand opening. And then, we were sold 100%. We decided to move to Tampa Bay.
The EDI2 program demonstrates what has happened in the education process throughout. So putting a program like that in place to actually help the startup community grow and enable the organizations that are supporting them to do more, I think that's the biggest testament to Mark kind of understanding the community going forward. It's a lot of effort to put that in place. Mark wants to do the right thing, and I give Mark big credit because he has tremendous integrity, and that's something you can't say about everyone.
I look at lists every day. I always go to Forbes, I go to Inc. magazine, Milken Institute. Who's rated #1?
And I hope and pray with our friends that are going to be connecting Miami to Orlando, we can build the #1 region in the nation. We can compete with anybody.
In Washington they fight, but in Florida we work together. And we got a governor and mayor and others. We're going to work together to make this the best community possible and grow those great jobs. And Bristol-Myers Squibb, together we're going to do great things here.
When you take data and you give it to the people and then get out of the way, they can solve all sorts of problems.
And that's really part of what we're talking about doing.
We're going to be the coolest, neatest, hottest place to live and work. We're going to be #1 and beat all these other communities, and we're going to start right now. We should be #1. And so we're going to work our rear ends off collectively, Republicans, Democrats, left, right, vegetarians, and everybody else to try to fix this problem and make Tampa Bay really the best community possible. Thank you.